Intro: The silent signs of weakening legs. Have you noticed that your legs are weakening after the age of 60? To get to your feet, you must push off your knees. Stair climbing feels like lifting weights. You occasionally lose your balance when simply crossing the living room. Most people assume this is just aging. Here's the reality. It's one of the earliest indicators of age-related muscle loss, or sarcopenia. It happens silently, without discomfort or swelling, until you eventually need assistance getting out of a chair. The good news: quick recovery with vitamins. Here's the good news. It has been demonstrated that leg strength can be restored in a matter of days with the help of just 3 essential vitamins. No strenuous exercise, no costly therapy. The right nutrients at the right time can make a big difference. This video explains the 3 essential vitamins that every senior needs, how deficiencies cause weak, heavy legs, and how to safely and effectively combine them for a quick recovery. This isn't health gossip or hearsay. It's backed by clinical investigations, actual research, and decades of professional experience. Stay with me through to the very end, and I'll also show you a vitamin regimen that most people don't follow, but is quite effective. The gradual changes after. Your body undergoes a gradual but noticeable change after the age of 60. Your bones start to break more easily, your blood flow slows down, and your muscles begin to weaken, particularly those in your legs. Most people are unaware that the legs typically experience the initial weakness, making even simple tasks like standing up or walking difficult, even if they are eating normally and feeling fine. According to the American Geriatric Society, persons over 60 lose 1 to 3% of their muscle mass each year. This means you might not even be aware of losing up to 15% of your leg strength in just 5 years. Why this happens? There are 3 primary causes. Vitamin deficiencies. Our guts absorb nutrients less effectively as we age, and our stomachs produce less acid. Low levels of vitamins D, B12, and K result from this, all of which are necessary for nerve transmission and muscle contraction. Poor blood circulation. Your legs receive less oxygen and nutrients when your circulation is slower. The result is early fatigue, frequent cramps, and heavy, exhausted legs. Less physical activity. Leg muscles weaken and atrophy as a result of elderly walking less or avoiding stairs. Additionally, muscles cannot fully regenerate without the right nutrition, even with regular movement. Restoring leg strength with vitamins. The good news is that you can restore your leg strength in a matter of days by replenishing these 3 deficient vitamins. Let's examine each vitamin in detail and discover how it works. Vitamin D3, the master switch. Vitamin D3 is more than just another vitamin. Did you know that it reactivates your entire neurological, skeletal, and muscular system, functioning more like a master switch? Here's the issue. Your body's ability to produce this essential nutrient declines significantly after the age of 60. Your skin gets thinner, your liver and kidneys slow down the conversion of vitamin D, and you spend less time in the sun. As a result, your body starts to shut down vital systems. Your muscles weaken, your legs feel heavy, and you move slowly. Most worryingly, you start to lose your balance due to a subtle deficiency in vitamin D3, a basic requirement. Why vitamin D3 is important. Vitamin D3 aids calcium absorption, which is essential for healthy, strong bones. However, that's just the beginning. It also ensures that your muscle fibers contract correctly, facilitates the smooth transmission of information by your nerves, and, most importantly, prevents muscle atrophy, which occurs subtly as we age. When you don't have enough D3, your body becomes unreliable and weak, like the luggage of an old machine. Signs of vitamin D3 deficiency. Signs include weakness in your legs, particularly when climbing stairs, exhaustion from standing or walking, leg cramps at night, difficulty turning or stepping quickly, and severe pain in your hips, knees, or heels. Some people may also experience mild anxiety, impatience, and difficulty falling asleep at night. These mild symptoms are actually early indicators of vitamin D3 deficiency, yet they are sometimes confused with aging. Scientific consensus. Researchers from the University of Birmingham in the UK looked at people over 65 after consuming 800 IU of vitamin D3 for just 5 days. Participants' leg strength increased by an average of 19% in just a few weeks. Seniors who took a D3 supplement and engaged in little exercise showed a significant improvement in their leg power and balance, according to another Chinese study. Additionally, researchers at Harvard's Geriatric Research Center found that older persons with low vitamin D3 levels were 40% more likely to fall or be admitted to the hospital than those with normal D3 levels. It's a clear message. Vitamin D3 safeguards your independence in addition to your bone structure. How vitamin D3 works. Vitamin D3 enhances calcium absorption, promotes the development of new muscle fibers, improves muscle contraction and response time, reduces latent inflammation in muscle tissue, and facilitates painless, smoother movement. When your D3 levels are back to normal, your joints and muscles are reactivated. Recommended dosage. For healthy persons over 60, experts advise 800 to 1,000 international units daily. For people who have a history of falls or who exhibit clear signs of frailty, 1,500 to 2,000 IU per day is recommended. For optimal absorption, take vitamin D3 under medical supervision in the morning or early afternoon, always after a meal that includes healthy fats like salmon, eggs, or olive oil. D3 should never be used right before bed because it can cause sleep disturbances. Food sources and supplements. Unfortunately, it's difficult to get enough D3 from food alone. About 500 IU are found in a 100-gram serving of fish, and you only get 40 IU from one egg. It would be unrealistic for most seniors to consume fatty fish, eggs, and milk every day to get 1,000 international units from food alone. For this reason, taking vitamin D3 supplements is often necessary. Who should consider supplements? Vitamin D3 should be your top priority if you are over 60, spend little time outside, feel unsteady, or have fallen in the past, have osteoporosis or joint discomfort, or eat a plant-based diet low in dairy and fish. Warnings and precautions. Although D3 is generally harmless, excessive use over an extended period can lead to issues. Long-term usage of more than 4,000 IU per day might cause headaches, constipation or nausea, kidney stones from elevated calcium levels, or abnormal heartbeats in sensitive people. Use the appropriate dosage at the right time and keep a regular check on your levels. Vitamin B12, the nerve vitamin. Vitamin B12 is one of the most important yet often overlooked supplements for people over 60. B12 is a vitamin that aids in memory and vitality, but most people are unaware that it is essential for the communication between your brain and muscles, particularly your legs. It helps you maintain healthy nerves, coordinated movements, and quick reflexes. When your B12 levels fall, the connection between your brain and muscles becomes hazy, and your lower body is frequently where the first symptoms appear. The signs of vitamin B12 deficiency. If your B12 levels are low, you may experience symptoms such as burning, tingling, or numbness in your feet, weakness in your legs, particularly when standing or walking, a feeling that your legs are not listening or asleep, trouble balancing even on level ground, feeling unsteady, or the need for assistance when walking. Additionally, some people suffer from mood swings, mild sadness, forgetfulness, and brain fog. These symptoms often appear gradually, and many seniors think they're simply growing older, but they are actually the classic signs of a B12 deficiency. Why deficiency is common among seniors? There are two primary causes. Inadequate absorption. Our stomachs produce less acid as we age, particularly if you take medications that lower stomach acid, such as ranitidine or omeprazole. It is more difficult to absorb B12 from food in this low-acid environment. Restricted diet. Meat, fish, eggs, and dairy products are almost the only sources of vitamin B12. You're more vulnerable if you consume less meat or eat a diet high in plants. Your body may not absorb enough, even if you eat a healthy diet. Scientific consensus. Numerous studies have demonstrated the impact of inadequate B12 on older people's mobility, According to a study from Oxford University in the UK, seniors 65 and older who had low B12 levels walked more slowly, had far worse balance, and were more than twice as likely to fall in the next year as those with normal levels. In a Journal of Gerontology clinical trial, seniors were given 1 to 2 milligrams of vitamin B12 per day for 8 weeks. Following supplementation, participants reported less numbness and instability, better lower body strength, and faster reaction times. Additionally, B12 helps you think more clearly. B12 keeps your body balanced and under control. How vitamin B12 works. Vitamin B12 promotes the formation of the protective sheath that surrounds your nerves, red blood cell production, enhanced oxygen supply to muscle tissues, energy metabolism, and quick, precise signals from the brain to muscles. Thus, muscles receive the energy they need to function. Your nerves malfunction, your muscles misunderstand orders, and your legs begin to feel unconnected when you are deficient in B12. Who should consider supplements? If you are over 60, regularly use antacids or acid blockers, follow a low-meat or vegetarian diet, take metformin, and have diabetes, suffer from digestive disorders such as gastritis or IBS, regularly consume alcohol, or have undergone weight reduction or gastrointestinal surgery. It's worthwhile to do a quick blood test to determine your B12 levels. Recommended dosage. A daily dosage of 500 to 1,000 micrograms of methylcobalamin is safe and effective for persons over 60. Methylcobalamin is the active form of vitamin B12, and your body can use it immediately without converting it. It comes in various forms including chewables, sprays, sublingual tablets, and dissolves beneath the tongue. As coffee and tea can interfere with absorption, it is best to take it in the morning or with lunch. Food sources and supplements. Yes, in principle, but in reality, it is unlikely. This is the amount of B12 found in typical foods: 3 ounces of beef liver, around 70 micrograms, 3 ounces of salmon, around 4.5 micrograms, 1 large egg, merely 0.5 micrograms, and 1 cup of milk, around 1 microgram. To meet your needs, you would need to consume a lot of fish and dairy products, or liver, every day. The more practical choice for most seniors is a supplement. Safety and precautions. B12 is water-soluble, which means any excess is flushed out of your body. It is very safe in healthy people at high doses. There is no known lethal amount of B12. However, if you are on blood thinners or have chronic renal problems, please see your doctor. Many older folks report feeling more steady when walking, regaining sensation in their feet, standing up more confidently, and even sleeping better once their nerve symptoms subside. Vitamin B12 is a movement vitamin, as well as a brain vitamin. It reestablishes the connection between your body and brain, and your legs feel stronger, your muscles react more quickly, and your confidence comes back when those lines are clear. Vitamin B1, the energy vitamin. You are probably aware of how vitamin D3 helps to build muscle and how vitamin B12 facilitates nerve-to-leg communication. But the puzzle still has one more piece, and that is thiamine, also known as vitamin B1. Vitamin B1 provides the electricity or the real energy your muscles need to move. If D3 turns on the lights and B12 links the lines, your muscles just cannot work without it. Without B1, your body runs out of fuel, even if your bones are robust and your nerves are sharp. Why vitamin B1 matters. Vitamin B1, often known as thiamine, is essential for energy metabolism. This means it helps convert food, particularly carbohydrates, into ATP, which is usable energy. Every movement, every breath, every muscle contraction is powered by ATP. Additionally, since your legs are the largest muscles in your body, they need a steady supply. Your muscles feel heavy, fatigue easily, and recover poorly from any movement when your B1 levels are low. Signs of vitamin B1 deficiency. Many people over 60 describe these early signs, even with little activity. Legs feel weak or extremely exhausted, cramping in the muscles, particularly in the feet or calves, a dragging, heavy feeling when moving, experiencing dyspnea while ascending stairs, occasionally feeling lightheaded or exhausted after getting up, mental exhaustion, lack of appetite, and an overall lack of drive to move. These are typical indicators of a slowed muscle metabolism. Causes of B1 deficiency in the elderly. There are several causes. Reduced absorption. Our digestive system's ability to absorb thiamine from meals declines with age. Medication use. Diuretics, which are often prescribed for heart problems or high blood pressure, cause B1 to be flushed out through urine. Antibiotics and metformin may also affect B1 levels. Alcohol consumption. Even modest consumption of common alcohol, such as wine or beer, can hamper seniors' ability to absorb B1. Poor diet. B1 is removed from many processed foods. Additionally, your intake can be too low if you're consuming less whole grains or legumes. Scientific consensus. A Tokyo University study in 2021 found that more than 30% of the 300 older participants had poor B1 levels. Additionally, these people had far less leg strength, moved more slowly, and frequently complained of muscle weariness. Most demonstrated a noticeable increase in energy, walking distance, and stair climbing following B1 supplements. In a Neurological Sciences Journal study, patients with persistent leg fatigue received 100 mg of thiamine daily. 82% reported improved endurance after 7 days, 68% reported less heaviness and leg pain, and there were no adverse effects. How vitamin B1 supports your legs. The Krebs cycle, your body's primary energy-producing mechanism, is powered by vitamin B1. This makes it possible for your muscle cells to produce ATP more rapidly, recover from motions more quickly, and maintain their strength and tone throughout the day. Additionally, B1 facilitates the transfer of nerve signals, particularly in the peripheral nerves that govern your legs and feet. It's like attempting to operate a car without petrol when you don't have B1. Nothing moves, but everything functions. Recommended dosage. Just 1.2 mg per day for men and 1.1 mg per day for women is the suggested dose. However, significantly higher doses are often used for therapeutic benefit in older persons with symptoms. Doctors often advise seniors who have nerve problems, tiredness, or leg weakness to take 50 to 100 mg daily. When and how to take it. Consume B1 in the morning to assist increased energy levels throughout the day. It should always be taken with food, preferably one that contains some healthy fat or protein. Don't take it with alcohol, coffee, or black tea, as these may obstruct absorption. Food sources and supplements. Yes, but you must be deliberate. Whole grains like brown rice or oats, legumes like beans and lentils, sunflower seeds, and organ and pig meats are excellent sources of B1. The majority of seniors, however, do not consume enough of these foods on a daily basis, and certain diseases or drugs prevent absorption. Therefore, a supplement can be a better option. Who should consider supplements? Your B1 levels should be checked or simply restored with a safe daily dose if you have type 2 diabetes, consume alcohol frequently, take diuretics, metformin, or acid-blocking drugs, experience leg weariness, even with light exertion, or have experienced unexplained weight loss or appetite loss. Safety and precautions. B1 is water-soluble and is known to be one of the safest supplements for seniors. However, before starting high-dose B1, always consult your physician if you are on medication or have liver or kidney issues. Actual results. Many seniors report feeling more energized after just 3 to 5 days of taking B1. It feels lighter on the legs, easier to walk, less taxing to climb stairs, and the desire to be active and move comes back naturally. Adding fuel to an engine that has been sputtering for years is analogous to that. Combining the 3 vitamins for optimal effects. Now that you are aware of the various ways that vitamin D3, vitamin B12, and vitamin B1 assist your muscles, the next question is how can you combine these nutrients for optimal benefit? Timing and simplicity are key to the solution. When to take each vitamin. Vitamin D3. The optimal time to take vitamin D3 is in the morning, immediately following breakfast, especially if it includes a healthy fat-rich meal like yogurt, eggs, or a little amount of avocado. D3 requires fat for effective absorption, because it is fat-soluble. Vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is most effective in the early afternoon or around midday, as B12 also promotes alertness. Taking it too late may cause sleep disturbances. Do not take it with tea or coffee, as these beverages may impede absorption. Vitamin B1. Your morning fuel is vitamin B1. Consume it with your first meal of the day, preferably a healthy breakfast that includes whole grains and some protein. It will support your energy levels all day long and help you focus better. Daily example. Breakfast. A small bowl of Greek yogurt, 1 boiled egg, 1 vitamin D3 capsule, and 1 vitamin B1 tablet. Lunch. Steamed vegetables, grilled salmon or tofu, and 1 vitamin B12 tablet or lozenge. Multivitamins. Carefully read the label if you currently take a multivitamin, because many senior formulas underdose these important nutrients. Be sure it has the right quantities of B1, B12, and D3. Additionally, remember that certain multivitamins contain vitamins that are soluble in water and those that are soluble in fat. Therefore, it is still recommended to take them with meals, preferably at lunch or in the morning, and never on an empty stomach. Safety advice and caution. Avoid overdosing. Just because something is natural doesn't mean more is better. For instance, vitamin D3 is fat-soluble. Taking too much, 4,000 IU or more per day without supervision, can cause your calcium levels to become too high, leading to kidney stones, constipation, nausea, or even disorientation. Be cautious with kidney or liver issues. These organs are in charge of breaking down and eliminating extra vitamins from your body. Even standard dosages can accumulate and result in adverse effects if they're not functioning properly. Therefore, before starting any supplements, especially fat-soluble ones like D3, consult your doctor if you have been diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, fatty liver, or any other serious ailment. Watch for side effects. Taking large amounts of vitamin B6 for months at a time may result in tingling or numbness in your hands and feet. Although it's uncommon, unmonitored misuse is particularly likely to cause it. Long before more serious issues show up, too much vitamin D3 can produce headaches, muscle cramping, or poor appetite. Always keep an eye out for any subtle changes in your mood, particularly if they happen after taking a new vitamin. Get your blood levels measured. Doing a basic blood test every 6 to 12 months is a smart idea. If you're taking D3 or B12 on a long-term basis, this helps ensure you're not inadvertently taking too many or too few supplements and that you're in the safe and effective range. Conclusion: taking vitamins can undoubtedly enhance your quality of life, but the secret is to be wise, knowledgeable, and cautious, especially as we age. These 3 simple nutrients have the power to change your strength, mobility, and independence when taken as direct. Let's review for a second. It's not age, it's not your imagination, and more importantly, it's not irreversible. If your legs have been feeling unsteady, heavy, or weak lately, we've seen how vitamin B12 improves your nerves and balance, vitamin D3 fortifies your bones and muscles, and vitamin B1 replenishes your energy and stamina. These 3 basic vitamins work together to create a potent trio that can help you regain your strength, confidence, and freedom of movement. Here's the secret though. Whether it's monitoring your blood levels, taking a morning supplement, or consulting your doctor, you must take the first step every time. Action is preferable to waiting. I'd love to hear from you immediately. Have any of these vitamins been tried before? Did you notice a change in your general energy, strength, or balance? We get stronger together, the more we learn from one another. So please share your story in the comments section. I appreciate you watching. Look after your body, fuel your legs, and keep going. One powerful stride at a time.